Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Jenny.
Morning, George. Coffee?
Oh, lovely. White, no sugar, please.
Okay. Here you go, George.
Oh, I'm gasping. Oh, hello. I'll tell you something. I'm no good until I've had some coffee in the morning. Very nice, Jenny. This is the Naafi Club at the Prince Philip Barracks here at Borden in Hampshire. For junior ranks, privates, corporals, the Naafi Club is the heart and soul of any service base. A place to relax, have a drink, a bite to eat, shop. There are clubs like this all over the country. This one is called the Trade Winds Club. It's got 3 bars, a lounge area, darts, pool table, games machines, shop, all fairly typical. Oh, yes. And the disco area. Oh, you should have been here last night. Really buzzing. Nice atmosphere. It was quite busy. Oh, much busier than that. It got really full later on. And there's a band, too. Hello, Jenny. Oh, I apologise. I never introduced her. This is Jenny Carter, manager of the club. Jenny, is it always like this?
On disco nights, yes, it's really busy. Other times it's more relaxed, but there's always something to do.
I suppose you get into a bit of a routine, do you?
No, not really. There's always something different every day.
Life's no rehearsal. I won't live it the same old way. I'll try something that's more my style. Surprise myself once in a while. Change that expression on my face. Change my act and change my face. Variety's the spice, I'm told. Gonna stop my life before I get old. I won't care what people say. Make a promise it will pay. For every moment I find a way to be free. Someone who means more to me. That's the way I want it to be. I'm gonna do something different, something special, something different, something new, something different every day.
Something different every day. Not a bad plot, is it? A bit like an actor's life. Except when you have to do retakes of the same scene time and time again. Not much variety in that. But at Naafi, variety is what it's all about. Is that right, Jenny?
Yes, there's a lot of variety in the job. Within the club, we've got a bar, restaurant, a shop, so it's not like you're working in a pub or a cafeteria. You've got everything in the same place.
How long have you been with Naafi?
4 years.
4 years?
Just over 4 years.
And how long have you been a manager?
2.
But tell me, Jenny, what were you doing before you
I
applied
worked
to
in
Naafi?
the hotel catering industry.
Well, that must have helped a lot then.
Yeah, it gives you some idea, you know basic things about bar work and that sort of thing.
But do you think it's essential for anybody applying for a job with Naafi?
No, it's not essential. You could say the same from retailing because, there's also a lot of retailing involved. And I didn't have any experience in that. Everything I learnt with Naafi with that.
Yeah. What's club management like at Naafi?
You've got a lot of independence. You can get a lot of support if you're willing to put forward ideas. Yeah. And so you can have an impact on your club. You can make it your club, definitely.
So is it like running your own business?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. And how many staff do you have working for you?
17.
17? It's a lot, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's a very responsible job. And do you have a good relationship with them?
Yeah, we get on very well here. We have a staff meeting once a week and, they can talk to me about what they think should be going on and I tell them what will be going on.
Yeah. Jenny, what would you say is the secret of success in Naafi management?
You need to be really enthusiastic about the job and you need to be able to have your own ideas.
Yeah.
Individualism, I suppose.
Oh.
Come on, George, have your tea. You'll never win in that.
She's right, Now, come and meet Lynn Terry. She's a club assistant. Now, Lynn, you've been with Naafi for 1.5 years, is that right?
Yeah.
And before that, you were a trainee draftswoman.
Yeah.
That's a big change, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a big change, but I think it was the right one.
How do you get on with the customers?
Fine, they're
Yeah.
a good bunch.
Good bunch?
Yeah,
You made some good friends?
yeah, they're great.
Do you have to be
Really
a
nice.
shoulder to cry on sometimes?
Yeah,
Yeah?
quite a lot of the time.
Really?
Yeah.
What qualities do you think you need to do the job well?
You have to be energetic, and you've got to have a good sense of humour,
Yeah.
and you've got to let a lot of the things just go by you.
And like the song, do you find that every day is something different?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah. So you got no regrets about giving up being a draftswoman? And
No,
No?
no, I enjoy it.
Naafi has been serving the services for yonks. Ask your granddad. But today's Naafi, like today's forces, hasn't got much to do with his recollections. Today's Naafi is a whole new ball game. Today's Naafi is a complex multi-million-pound retail and catering business dedicated to fulfilling the shopping and recreational needs of Her Majesty's forces, wherever they may be, at home or abroad, on active service in places like Northern Ireland, or here in Borden in Hampshire. Naafi's a unique and very different lifestyle, as you'd expect. After all, when you work for Naafi, you're a civilian in a military environment. It takes a bit of getting used to. Naturally, there are a few rules, like showing a pass at the gate, or walking round the parade ground instead of across it. But no one seems to mind. In fact, they all quite like life on a military base. It can be like, well, like a village community, close-knit, at times quiet, at times all systems go, especially on a busy club night, as you've seen. Then it's you who needs to unwind. And I know just the place. The Garrison Swimming Pool. As Naafi staff, you're entitled to use all the sports and recreational facilities, such as the gym and the tennis courts. Hi, Chris. Nice swim.
Yes, George.
This is Chris Woods. He's been with Naafi for 5 years, and he's an assistant club manager, currently serving in Northern Ireland. Now, tell me, Chris, was that your choice to go to Northern
Yeah, I
Ireland?
volunteered.
You volunteered?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? It's a challenge. It's a more rewarding job.
Really?
A different job, yeah.
And what did you do before you joined Naafi?
I did my A-levels and I was unemployed for 18 months.
I see. What brought you to Naafi? How do you know
My
about
uncle been working with Naafi for a long time. He suggested it.
Oh, so a family connection?
Yeah.
And how long has he been working for Naafi?
Oh, years.
And I believe you've got a fiancé who also works for
Yeah,
Naafi,
yeah,
so
my
you really
fiancé
are
works
very
for Naafi.
involved. And what are you getting out of the job in Northern Ireland?
It's an appreciated service. You do get a lot of thanks for it.
Yeah.
A lot of feedback.
The troops really
Yeah.
appreciate you being there. And do you feel in any danger?
Personally, no, but obviously because of the location, but not a personal threat, no.
Would you do it again? Any regrets?
No regrets, yeah, go back again.
Great. And now we move to Paul Wilde. He's a trainee assistant club manager, currently at Dover. How old are you, Paul?
I'm 23,
And how long have you been with Naafi?
11 months.
Oh, quite a new boy then.
Yeah,
Tell me, has Naafi lived up to your career expectations?
I've got another trainee management course quicker than I thought I would.
Does that please you, or?
It pleases me, yeah,
yes.
certainly does.
And what sort of training do you receive as a trainee assistant club manager?
Well, you start off by doing 5 weeks in the actual club, then you go off to training centre at Wingham, then you go back to the club for another 5 weeks, then it was back off to the training centre at Wingham, and then you change clubs.
Do you mind having to move around so much, you know, be so mobile?
Not at all, no. I like the idea, you know, learning, and it doesn't bother me at all about moving about.
So what are your ambitions within Naafi management?
Just to make a manager and to run my own club, preferably, you know, to move out abroad.
Have you any idea when that might happen, when you might be a club manager?
I hope within the next 12 months.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll have done that within 2 years of joining Naafi?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you surprised?
I am, yes,
Yeah.
but with Naafi, if you want to do it, it's there for you. If you want to try, it's all these opportunities are open to you.
Well, good luck. Nice talking to you, Paul. This is the shop. And as you can see, it's got all kinds of things, from groceries to electrical goods to sandwiches to licorice. I love licorice. Now, most clubs have a shop of one sort or another, and this is Karen Lee. She's an assistant manager, and she's been with Naafi for 2 years. Is that right, Karen?
That's right, yes.
Now, tell me, running a shop within a club is an important part of your job. What sort of duties are involved?
Well, they're very varied, really. We have to order stock, a wide range of stock, make sure that it's on display properly, correctly priced, that we've got the right things. We do everything from food, drink, tea, coffee, magazines, videos, electrical goods, all sorts.
It really is a proper store then, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
So there's a lot of variety in your work, even just within the shop.
definitely.
Right, thanks, Karen.
Oh, George, that'd be 14 pence, please, for the licorice.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Now, this is Andy Curry. He's a 3-star club assistant and he's been with Naafi for 1 year. Andy, tell me about the star system. Explain it to me.
The stars are proficiency awards which you are given by Naafi for on-the-job training in each department.
So, how many stars are there altogether?
There's 5 stars altogether. Bar star, kitchen star, restaurant star, vending star and books and records.
So how long did it take you to get 3 stars?
6 months.
Oh, that seems very, very short, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So how long before you get all 5 stars?
Hopefully another 6 months.
So when you get all 5 stars, does that automatically lead to club management?
No, after the 5 stars you have to go to Wingham, which is our training centre for management training.
I see. And your ambition, presumably, is to be a club manager?
Yes.
How long do you think before you...
Hopefully about a year.
Well, good luck, Andy. Hope it works out.
Thank you.
After a hard day's work, it's nice to put your feet up. Well, here at Borden, you don't have far to go. Naafi quarters are on the premises. This is the manager's flat where Jenny lives. We're going to meet Sam Ford. She's also a club manager and she's been with Naafi for 8 years. Sam's been to many different camps in that time, so she's seen all kinds of Naafi accommodation. Sam?
Hi, George, sit down.
Thank you. Now, Sam, where do you work?
At the moment, I'm at Beaconsfield.
Yeah, and how do your quarters compare to Jenny's quarters?
Well, this is pretty standard accommodation. We get a fully furnished flat, which is part of the perks of being management. Kitchen with kettle, washing machine, tumble dryer. Bedroom, double wardrobe, dressing table, bathroom, and a living room like this.
Very nice. Now, you've been to lots of places, haven't you? Do you mind moving around?
No, I actually enjoy it. I enjoy meeting different people and travelling around the country.
What's the longest you've ever stayed in one place?
I think about a year and a half.
And the shortest?
6 weeks.
6 weeks, really? Now, even though you're on a service base, are you free to come and go as you like?
Yes, you have as much freedom as you want. You've just got to remember that you are working on a military base.
Now, what are the staff quarters like? Can you show me?
Yes, of course, can. Come through. No, I think they're asleep. But come and meet Lisa and Linda.
Right. Now, this is Lisa Borland, who's a club assistant.
Hello, George.
Hi, Lisa. And Linda Wiltshire, you've just been made up to assistant manager.
Yes, George, I have.
Well, let's just talk about being a club assistant. Is there a lot of variety in what you do?
There's quite a bit, actually. I mean, you can be working in various parts of the club.
Restaurants.
What do you like about being a club assistant?
You've always got something different to do. You're never doing the same job. You've always got something different.
Did you find that, Linda?
Yes, yes.
I presume you've even got more to do now that you're assistant manager.
Oh, I've got a little bit more to do now.
What don't you like about it?
The split shift can be a bit too much sometimes.
I don't mind split
but
shifts.
It's
bit of time off in the afternoon, go do shopping and things.
What do you think is the best way to treat a customer?
with the respect that you'd like to receive of them. No, I
Be
find that-
polite, friendly. If
Yeah.
you're polite and friendly to them,
Got to
then
be
they're
courteous.
friendly back.
Have you made many friends?
Yeah.
And what would you say are the qualities you need to do the job?
You need to be energetic, be able to
got to
find something to do.
Be prepared to work anywhere where your boss wants you to.
From what I've seen and heard today, Naafi is a job for people who can work with people, customers. So an essential requirement has to be a good sense of humour. You've got to be a good listener, even a shoulder to cry on sometimes. Remember, the typical age of a Naafi customer is 20. Sometimes it's their first experience away from home. Sometimes they've had a hard day. Whatever happens, at Naafi, it's your job to meet the customer's needs in the best way you can. You must be able to relate to them, to give them your support. And as far as the Naafi Club is concerned, provide a pleasant environment where your customers feel they can unwind and enjoy themselves. It's not as easy as it sounds. For instance, you have to be totally mobile. prepared to uproot yourself when needed. Well, how do you feel about all that, folks? Let's start with you, Karen. Where could you be in 2 years' time? How do you see your job?
Hopefully I'll be managing my own club by then, which it could be absolutely anywhere in the UK or Europe.
And you feel quite happy about that?
Yes, I do. That's one of the reasons I joined Naafi, because the travel aspect appealed to me.
Any complaints about the accommodation? Is it good to live in, above the shop, so to speak?
I'm happy with it. Some clubs can be not quite what you expect when you move in, like, but it's, you know, what you make it when you're in there, and you've got to make it into your own little home.
Well, you all live in, there are a few day-to-day costs. I'm sure you'd all like to be paid a bit more, but what do you think about pay?
It's very good. I mean, it varies what job you're in. As far as I'm concerned, I've worked outside, so I know that, you know, I've had my own place. I've had to pay.
You had to pay for it,
you know, mortgage and electricity and everything like that.
So you know how much you're saving, really?
Yeah, so I know that I save an awful lot.
Well, thank you all very much. I've enjoyed it. It's been interesting. And I have to say, you learn something different every day.
I'm gonna do something